Hello, hello. It's Stephanie Graham's Sewpreneur.com. I often go by the Memory Bear Business Coach because I teach the business side of sewing when it comes to your sewing business, but specifically Memory Bears, Keepsake, and sentimental items. Real quick tip, sign up for the newsletter. October, November, and December are going to be great months this year. Everything I used to charge for my online courses, I now offer on my YouTube channel free or discounted. So be on the newsletter so you can follow along. Hello, everybody. It's Stephanie Graham, Sewpreneur.com, and I am known as the Memory Bear Business Coach. So I talk about mostly memory bears and keepsake sewing. It's not the same thing as making toys or stuffies or rag dolls because memory bears and keepsakes, you take used fabrics, used pieces of clothing, and maybe cutter quilts and things like that, and you make it into a memorabilia, a keepsake, which is way different than going and buying a bolt of fabric from the fabric store, right? So there's really no room to make mistakes. And one of the things I hope, well, there's a lot of things I hope that I can help you with throughout the month of October 2022 is, first of all, deciding if you want to start a memory bear business or a sewing business centered on keepsakes and whether or not this business model is right for you or not. A lot of times I have students who enjoy sewing and they feel like they want to have a sewing business, but once they're finished with taking different courses and having a one-on-one conversation with me, they decide that it's not technically what it is that they want to do with their sewing skills. So they might take their sewing skills and create a business on custom aprons, right? Or different types of toys. So really hang out with me this month. Get on the newsletter list at Sewpreneur.com and then follow along, and we will have some good conversations. Now, here is just one of my lovely customers and their testimonial. So be sure to gather testimonials as you make your business. You're here and you're joining me, and maybe you already sew memory bears and keepsakes, but you really want your business to thrive and grow. Hang out with me. I always start with beginner basics whenever I start these series on YouTube, but then I get into the nitty-gritty. So if you just start at the very first video, which is this video for October, it's October 4th, 2022. If you start with this video and just go throughout each video throughout the month, you'll see how we grow on this topic. If you're looking behind my shoulder and thinking that's a mess, yes, there are about 20 pairs of blue jeans that were gifted to me, and they will be turned into gifts in November of this year. So you'll want to subscribe to my YouTube channel to see what I do with these hand-me-down blue jeans and what we can do with those, okay? But for October 2022, I am offering on my YouTube channel the Memory Bear Sentimental Keepsake Sewing Business 101 is what this is. Now, just to start off, you want to really dive in and know who you are. Do you want a business? A business will demand more time than a job. A job you can clock in and out of and walk away. A business, you wake up to it, you go to sleep to it, you eat lunch and breakfast and all the meals with it. It's on your mind 24/7. When you go on vacation with your family, you're still thinking business. If you can resonate with that, give me a thumbs up and put a hashtag that you get it, right? That you understand that that is a truth. So ask yourself, are you prepared to be an entrepreneur? Because you will work longer hours. You will work harder. The business becomes part of you. It's almost like your child, right? Even if you don't have children, it's something within you, and you watch it grow and you groom and all of that. So that's kind of the business mindset you have to have. You have to know what your goal is. Do you want to make X amount of dollars, or do you rather have X amount of orders on at a time? What is your end goal? Do you want to create this business and then sell it later? Or do you want to retire from this business and just completely close it up? Do you have family or friends that would take over for you? Kind of think about all of this as we talk throughout this month of October. Do you have what it takes to run a business? Are you disciplined enough to put in the hours to make your business successful? I work a full-time job now, and on and off throughout my videos, you've noticed that I work full-time someplace and then sometimes I don't. So I did finally, get another full-time job. It's a day job and it's Monday through Friday. So that leaves my weekends and my evenings open. Now I have a grandson now, so I spend a lot of time with him and my daughters and things. But I still need to find time to work in my business. And that's one of the things I've really been focusing on over the past couple weeks. Now, one thing that has helped me is a tool that I've created, and I have finally put it in my Amazon shop. It is the 1 month sewing business planner. It has 4 weeks of dedicated space in here. And what I've done is I have assigned 1 week as quarter 1, week 2 is quarter 3, week 3 is quarter 3, and week 4 is quarter 4 for the year of 2023. And we are doing an entire series of Plan Your Sewing Business with Me 2023. So be sure to be on a newsletter at sewpreneur.com, and also subscribe to this YouTube channel, because I will be planning 2023 and you are more than welcome to join me. And this is the website. Sorry, it's backwards, but I don't know how to mirror my camera. So back to the next question. Do you have what it takes to run your own business? Unlike a job where you clock in and out and that company has to guarantee you X amount of dollars, right, per pay period and per hour, when you own your business, that's completely up to you. And don't worry, hang out with me. We're going to go over pricing and cost and things like that. But really, this is the mindset. This is step 1. Do you really want this to be a business? How many hours do you want to devote each day or each week to your business? What can you realistically do? If you say, I want to go in full force 40 hours a week, what is that going to look like on a day-to-day basis for you? Are you working Monday through Friday, 9 to 5 or 8 to 5, and then call it a day? Are you going to sprinkle the work in between different appointments or another job? Really write this down. Get it in writing. I write all of that. Again, I write all of that in this journal that I've created. I have created a calendar for myself, for my business, for my full-time job, family, all of the things. Let me see. Is this going to be full-time, part-time, a hobby, or a side gig? What is it that you want out of this business? Because whatever you put in this business, that's what you're going to get out of this business. And what will happen if you go through slow times? And we will definitely be talking about that, because there is a period of time throughout the year that sewing businesses kind of see an influx, like, November, December. We see huge amounts of orders come in from memory bears because it's the last minute Christmas gift idea. But how can you, in your business, how can you make that not be the situation? How can that not be the case where you're flooded with orders for maybe October and November and December, but then you don't have too many orders January, February, March, or July and August, September, right? So we talk about that throughout the entire month. Can you keep yourself motivated? Motivation is key when it comes to a sewing business, because if there's a time that if you don't schedule yourself, and don't worry, we go in depth with scheduling too, where you just completely are burned out and you are like, I don't want to sew another bear, right? So you want to make sure that you don't get to that point. And I've been there, I've done that, and I've helped my students through it. So again, hang out with me and I'll help you with that too. Can you keep your work time and family time separated? I know it's easier said than done, and I have blurred those lines more than once on an occasion, and I think that's just part of life. So, but I'll tell you what's worked for me. Can you wear all the hats required in your business? So let's talk about this. You may have your business from home, right? But that means you've got all the cooking to do, all the cleaning to do. You're the maid, you might be the taxi driver or the Uber driver. That's what I call myself to my kids. I'm the Uber driver. You might also need to do all of your video recording, your social media post, your press release and publicity, because you've got to grow your business, right? So you're going to need help. We talk about all of that also in ways that you can work around that. Do you have the business skills? Are you able to keep track of your expenses and your income? Taxes are different for 2022 and moving forward. Are you able to do all of that? Do you know how to tell a customer no? That's huge, because not every customer is going to be a good customer for you, and you just have to be honest with yourself and with the customer. And I share some ways on how you can do that gently. And let's see here. Write down today's your homework, right? Get out a piece of paper and write this down. Pros on one side, cons on the other side. Draw a line down the middle. What are the pros and cons of starting your Memory Bear and Keepsake business? What are the pros? What are the cons? And just kind of, there's a thing that we call brain dump. Just get all of your thoughts that are swirling around in your head and put it on a piece of paper, and then walk away from it for a day or two. That's something that you want to keep. Again, there's plenty of space in the back of this journal for your pros and cons list. So everything we talk about, I literally am putting in this 70+ page business journal that I have created. If it's in one spot, you're less likely to lose it. That's my motto. Keep it all together. I even slipped some inserts in here for our classes this month. So please consider joining and liking, and I will always ask you to subscribe and ring the bell for notification. And don't worry, the video filming is getting better, because I actually got a webcam now for my laptop, and I have a headset with a better microphone. So bear with me through these changes. All right, guys, have a great day.